the importance of telling these stories that we tell, that there's a reason why we still perform Shakespeare for people too, that the stories that we as actors bring to whatever audience it is, their need for stories and their need for something that is some story that's bigger than them, that's Shakespearean, that's bigger than them, that has morals and stories and values and just something that that hits them in a different place.
I'm surprised almost every time I do this. The first time I did it, I had all of the prison movie stuff in my head and the HBO specials. And I got out there and saw that they were just normal people who've had maybe some bad choices or some wrong influences or something in their lives, and saw that they were human. And that is, I think everybody that does a tour has that startling thing when they first walk in, and this is what it's going to be like. But then when they're confronted with somebody who's actually just a human being who's just had a different path, then that changes things. You
know, these people have already experienced war, and they've already seen somebody perhaps butchered even worse than the way Julius Caesar was butchered. So there's no, you don't have to dwell on that. It's just making your arguments more specific, and so that they can maybe see the two opposing sides and then make a decision about who's right here and who's wrong here.
Performing for maximum security prisoners who may have killed somebody, contemplating killing someone in front of somebody who's actually maybe had those thoughts, affects me in a different way. It allows me to allow the text to do more of the work and to just be honest and still in the moment and let it come through. And if I'm mourning a lost friend and soldier on the battlefield, if I'm doing it in front of people who've lost people on the battlefield like we do for the vets, then it's a very different experience, and I have to respect their experience as opposed to just sort of indulging myself or trying to show the audience something. So I think it makes you grow as an actor to perform for different types of audiences.
And I guess the reason why I come back over and over again is the response that you get from inmates in the prison or the different audiences that we go to, whether it's a housing project or the psych ward at Harborview, is so honest, and they respond so directly to the play, and they listen in a completely different way than a normal audience would. They don't sit back and relax and sort of expect the story to be told to them. They're right in there and listening really hard and honestly responding off of everything you do.
Their reactions always seem like I don't know, genuine maybe? I don't know. I would hate to say audiences, I don't know, yeah, they seem more genuine.
We were just at Monroe Men's Prison with Julius Caesar, and we were going through the audience saying, why are their hands bloody? What's going on? Why are their hands bloody? And some prisoner was like, oh man, they killed Caesar. Oh man, he's dead. They killed Caesar. Like he wasn't just commenting on it, but it was like he was involved in the story that we were telling too. And that is special and different.
I think the reaction in the closed quarters and gymnasium was just remarkable to me. It was at once scary, and it was at once exhilarating, and it was just an amazing experience.
Touring shows like this are really hard, but it is the most fulfilling audience experience that you'll ever have, too.
It's not a sad experience, it's a joyful experience, because you have people that are receptive to it and people that I feel, it's almost like they need it.
Tour has done for me is to actually open up my eyes and my ability to reach other audiences that are non-traditional audiences, that are not paying $30 or $40 to see a show, and by nature of that be somewhat privileged in that whole thing. So it is a tremendous opportunity. I think it just gives me a better perspective as a performer on the whole of the acting experience and the whole of the performing experience. It's expanded and broadened my my expectations of theater.